stripping someone of $500 million in assets isn't as simple as Letitia James makes it seem. Well, let's ask someone who understands the law, the Constitution, and so much more. America's mayor, my friend, and fairly regular on the balance, Rudy Giuliani. You know, we're 72 hours away, Mr. Mayor, from Trump having to come up with $500 million. I mean, it's just incredible. Why didn't they just make it $5 trillion just to make sure he couldn't come up with it?
I mean, that's the way I feel when they came in with the $154 million verdict. I said, I'll make it 500. You know, I mean, what the heck? But in any event, they're completely out of control. But the worst part of this, you know, I guess to get through it, we laugh at it. We laugh when Biden falls. We laugh when they do these judgments. We laugh when it turns out that the DA in Georgia is a criminal. I mean, she admitted, nobody's paying attention to it, that she stole from the campaign funds. This isn't a joke. Our democracy as a rule of law, as a government of laws, has been taken away from us. You can't have a two-tiered system of justice and have a system of justice. It's contradictory. If there's justice for one, but not for the other, gone. We are gone as a country that should be respected as a country of laws. It is true, there are some jurisdictions, all Republican, that are fair. It's also, you know, beyond doubt that this is all about blocking him illegally from the presidency. Every single case is in a Democrat jurisdiction. In most cases, may I say, a crooked Democratic jurisdiction, well known for years and years of political corruption, crime, and election interference.
So, Mr. Mayor, I don't mean to cut you off, because you were a federal prosecutor. You put people away. You put the mob away, and if there were civil judgments, it doesn't have to be. Doesn't it have to be tied to something? A loss, damages, or something?
You mean the one in New York for $3? It's totally absurd. It's not tied to anything. He made it up. There's no number to which you can attach it, since no one alleges a loss. It is completely contradictory to 900 years of the development of the tort and the crime of fraud, which is based on loss. You know, if I pitch you something and you don't buy into it, or you do and you make money, you can't sue me for fraud. Just making a false statement is not fraud. Now,
what does she do now, Mr. Mayor? What does she do now? She's wringing her hands. She's like, wait to get my hands on the Westchester property, or maybe even Trump Tower on Fifth Avenue. But can she
better not take that golf course?
Go ahead. So
my son's name is on that golf course as one of the golf champions. I'll go there and take the damn thing away from him. He won it the year after Donald Trump. How do you like that? But in any event, this is ridiculous. And if New Yorkers don't see through this, that these people have, whether they know it or not, some of them are too stupid to know it, they become communists. We are in a communist state. First of all, we pay more of our money to the state than we get to keep for ourselves. That's a pretty good indication that we're a communist state. We encourage dramatically dependency. We give illegal criminals, sometimes rapists and murderers, $1,000 credit card or debit card. I mean, we are in a state of absurdity. New York is a joke. New York makes some communist countries.
So will she do this? Mr. Mayor, will she do it? Can she seize a golf course? Can she seize the Trump Tower? It's iconic. Can she do that? What's she do with it then? She slaps a thing on the door saying it's your property of New York City or New York State?
It would seem to me you could go into a federal court with an action against her, saying she is blatantly violating your right to, you know, property is only allowed to be taken with due process. Well, I mean, they have proven that this isn't just due process, it's criminal process. I mean, just Engoron's valuation of Mar-a-Lago alone. I mean, when I go there, and I go there quite frequently when I'm here in Florida, everybody jokes about it. Gee, you think we can pay Trump $35 million for it? Or you think we can pay him $50 million for it? The place across the street is selling for $140 million, and it's like 1/10 the size. I mean, the guy is so wrong, it's criminal.
Mr. Mayor,
so I think you could go into a court with the case and say that your rights are being violated. It is America. You cannot take property without due process of law. They have made a mockery of due process at all.
Mr. Mayor, down in Georgia, Fani Willis and Nathan Wade they're defending themselves to continue on the Georgia case. And then the judge, this baffles me, and I haven't had a chance to talk to you about this since. The judge said that it's either Fani or Nathan Wade, but not both. And I'm trying to figure out, well, either they're both bad and you remove them both, or they're both fine and you let them both stay. But to say one has to go is indicating that they're both bad, right?
Because you're burdened with common sense. Of course. How can it's like saying two people go in together and rob a bank together, and then they share the money in half, and then the judge says, "Well, I don't want to put both of you in jail. You pick." I mean, it's absurd. They either did something wrong or they didn't, and this is one they did together. In many ways, by definition, did it together. They either both go or they both stay. One is not more guilty than the other. I actually would suggest that she's more guilty than he is because she's the public official.
Yeah.
And it seems to me she had more wrongdoing involved. You know, she admitted right in her testimony that she stole money from her campaign account. She said, I took money from my campaign account, cash, and I used it, to pay Wade. You can't take money from your campaign account.
Right. Yeah.
Georgia is lawless.
They nail politicians. The politicians get nailed for that all the time. Sometimes they go to jail. Take a listen to MTG today calling for, it's a full screen of Fani Willis to be removed from the case. Your thoughts? Do you agree with her?
I think Fani Willis has to be removed from the case and will eventually be removed from the case. And I think any decent DA would throw the case out. And the case is as absurd as she is. This case was put together by Wade with a totally useless grand jury. I mean, it had two grand juries in order to maximize the expenses, which is another issue that hasn't been gone through yet. Or what were the meetings in the White House about if they weren't about timing it in order to prevent him from being president? Do you have to guess what they were about? So this case is again, another one of those things which just a modicum of common sense would tell you it's crooked.